Replacing, conversion, a 2-pole 240 volts air conditioning receptacle with a 1-pole 110 volts receptacle. The 2-pole 240 volts receptacle used for air conditioning will be replaced with a single-pole 110 volts receptacle. The receptacle is powered by a dedicated 15 amps circuit. Check if the receptacle is powered. Disconnect the power to this receptacle. The two wires supplying power to the receptacle are connected to a 2-pole circuit breaker. One of the wires is the white, neutral, wire, which is converted to a hot wire and marked as a hot wire. Disconnect the white wire, marked hot, from the circuit breaker and mark again as a neutral, white wire. Connect the white wire, now neutral, to the ground neutral bar in the main electrical panels or the neutral bar on the subpanels. The circuit breaker does not need to be replaced. In old panel boards such as Pushmatic or other panels, do the same. Turn off the breaker and move the white wire from the breaker to the neutral bar or neutral ground bar, and the white wire becomes the neutral wire, as intended. Return to the receptacle that will be converted from 240 volts to 110 volts and make sure the power is turned off. Remove and disconnect the 240 volts receptacle. Check the junction box to see if it is properly wired. If the grounding conductor is not connected to a metal junction box, from a non-metallic sheathed NM cable, a connection must be made. If the neutral, white, wire has been connected without being marked as hot, it can remain as is, but if it has been marked as hot, it must be marked as neutral again. If the gap between the front edge of the box and the wall finish is greater than 1/4 inch, a box extension must be installed. If the NM cable enters the junction box and any of these errors occur, correct them as follows. Take a piece of ground wire, the same size that exists in the junction box, for the ground pigtail and attach it to the junction box with the ground screw. Using a wire nut, connect the new pigtail wire to the ground wire of the NM cable. Insert the connection into the junction box, leaving the pigtail wire outside the junction box. Junction box extender. Duplex receptacle terminals. Ground terminal, green screw. Neutral terminal, silver screws. Hot terminal, gold screws. Insert the junction box extender into the junction box and connect the duplex receptacle as follows. Ground, bare, wire from the junction box to the ground terminal, green screw. Neutral, white, wire from the junction box to the neutral terminal, silver screw. Hot, black, wire from the junction box to the hot terminal, gold screw. Secure the receptacle to the junction box and install the receptacle wall plate. If this video is helpful, please subscribe. Comments are welcome. Restore power and check if the receptacle is working properly.